Celery juice, good, bad, fad, or fiction? Before we dive into this beautiful golden green pool of wonderful goodness, it's hard not to hear about the APACE floating around the celebrity world for the past 5-10 years, and then it smacked the mainstream audience in 2019 as if celery itself had never been discovered. As you know, celery has been around for a very long time and has been used for all kinds of medicinal recipes, originating mostly in the Mediterranean and Asia Pacific as early as 4000 BC. Fad? Maybe. Trend? Most definitely. To answer whether or not celery juice is good, there should be two questions here. From a nutritional perspective, is celery good? The answer is yes. The second question should be, is it good for you? Let's hang on to that question for a minute and just cup it in your hands like a little baby. No peeking. As I go through my top 7 cautions of celery juice.
1.
Something you may not be aware of, celery is in the top 10 allergies worldwide. So if you're thinking about incorporating this into your morning routine, you might want to slap a caution sticker on your next bunch. We've all heard the syndrome, the celery carrot mugwort spice syndrome, or the celery mugwort birch spice syndrome. No? Nobody. Nobody's heard of this. Seriously? If you have an allergic reaction to pollen, such as hay fever, you could have an allergy to celery. Other allergies to flag include mugwort, wild carrot, birch, caraway, fennel, coriander seeds, parsley, aniseed, plantain, and dandelion. If you have any of those allergies on your checklist, this means that you could potentially have a mild to a severe reaction. However, even if you don't have an allergy to celery, it can affect anyone. So if your mouth or throat starts to itch and swell, or you get a rash on your skin, or start puking or some serious diarrhea, you might want to check celery off the table and go get tested. There have even been reported cases of serious, fatal anaphylactic shock from celery.
Number 2.
Caution is advised if you are pregnant. Some studies show that large amounts of celery might make the uterus contract and could cause a miscarriage. This is rare, but possible. Always consult with your doctor first. The big question should be, if you are pregnant or even if you're breastfeeding, why are you having celery juice to begin with? If you're doing it for a detox or a cleanse, do you really want to risk those toxins being released into your system, or do you think it might be best to stay on the safe side?
Number 3.
If you have a bleeding disorder, celery root could increase your risk. So please consult with your doctor before making that call.
Number 4.
If you have any digestive issues, like example IBS, celery juice can irritate the bowels. There is a compound called mannitol, and having large amounts can cause diarrhea, bloating, and gas, making your day not such a fun one. You might be prairie dogging it to the bathroom during an important meeting as your workmates record you on their mobile phone and then posting it on social media for everyone to see.
Number 5.
If you have high blood pressure, I would be careful on the amount because of the sodium levels. In general, celery is very low in sodium, and it depends on how much you're having, your weight, your size, and whether or not it's organic. If you're having over 20 or 30 ounces a day, you may be approaching those levels. And not every celery bunch is created equal, which makes it even harder to determine how much sodium there is.
Number 6.
If you are taking any medications, always check with your doctor first, because celery juice may interfere with your medication. As an example, large concentrated amount of celery juice can be high in vitamin K and cause complications for people who are taking blood thinners.
Number 7.
Celery contains a chemical compound called psoralen, and again, with high concentrations of celery juice can cause a sensitivity to sunlight. And if you're having it every day, it could lead to blisters and an unusual type of patches that start to form on your skin.
Oh, what do we hear? That's a keeper. Yes, put it in the skin box, please.
Phew, sorry to go through all of that. Now for the good stuff. One stalk of celery, also known as a rib, not that kind of rib, has small amounts of vitamin K, folate, vitamin A, potassium, vitamin C, polyphenols, and at least 12 different kinds of antioxidants. And that's just scratching the surface. Studies have shown even more benefits in the roots, in leaves, and seeds, particularly in the roots and the leaves, where the nutritional value is, get this, more than doubled, which is odd because so many recipes don't include the leaves or the roots. Find that very strange. Then again, I have never seen a grocery store selling roots of celery. I think they just chop them off and chuck them in the bin. Okay, now you can peek. So, is celery good for you? Well, it's not an answer anyone should say yes to because of all the other stuff I mentioned at the beginning of the video. It depends on the individual, their medical history, things like allergies, gut health, what their current lifestyle is like. If you are in good health, chances are you will have great benefits. But that also leads me to my next platform of, is it good for you? If you're looking for a drink that is the only drink that you will ever need every single day for the rest of your life and will solve all your health issues, the answer is
No.
This goes back to a video I did called the Singularity Mind Path. Looking for a singular solution to your health is not a path you want to go down. The key to nutrition is variety. Your body is constantly changing, so having celery juice along with other wonderful foods is more beneficial than just sticking to only one. If you are suffering from any kind of health issue, working with your doctor and then getting a nutritional expert is a great place to start. Now, if you don't have any issues like I mentioned before and you want to try it, I am a firm believer in doing your own research before making any changes to your health or diet. If you do decide to give it a go, test it by measuring your results. Document how you feel before and then after. Plenty of details as well, like your energy, skin, changes in your sleep, appetite. Do you have cravings, stomach issues, digestion, bloating, motor skills, brain functions, etc.? Measuring your changes will help you decide if this is right for you, and to keep monitoring them as time goes on and you see different progress. Don't do it for like a week or two, like a month or more. Ever since I was young, I love celery. It is a fantastic cleansing drink, many benefits, and I put it in all kinds of different recipes, along with a variety of other powerful foods during my retreats and cleanse and detox programs. One of my favorite recipes is celery, cucumber, parsley, and lemon. Simple and effective. But I always check with everyone first if they have any allergies, especially to pollen or sensitivities. And I don't stop just there with celery, but all ingredients. I have done a lot of detox and cleansing programs, over 10,000 people, and you would be amazed at how many people are not aware that they actually have an allergy or a very serious food intolerance. And it can be tricky whether to decipher whether someone's having a detox symptom or an actual reaction. And it helps having that experience. Which brings me to my next point. If you ever experience any reaction with any food, such as itchiness and swelling in the throat and skin irritation and vomiting and diarrhea, speak up. Food allergies are very serious. So please don't chalk it up as a detox symptom. Tell someone what you're going through. Get help and get tested. Every year, the amount of allergies and major food sensitivities keep increasing by huge numbers. Many experts believe it is because of our poor health choices, crappy food options, and all the awful things we're doing to our environment. Not to mention stress. Don't be shy. Don't be a hero. Speak up and get tested. Think of it this way. Treat your body like the ultimate dream car. Don't just pour anything in the tank if you want the engine to last and run amazingly. Don't even get me started on oils, brake pads, tires, alternators, carburetors, thermostats, the electronic. And that's it for me. To your health and your happiness, much love.